France? Cuba? Bayou Brush? Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego today? We got a great first impressions lined up. Let's figure out where Carmen Sandiego is today.
Lather time with Lather Jetty. Lathered up, we bout to get it. Slick lather, close shaves, live from the Lathering. Yeah.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back for another edition of Lather Time. This is actually the first Lather Time back from my vacation on New York. By the time you guys see this, we'll probably be close to Halloween. But I'm going to take y'all along for the ride today. Got a couple new theories cooked up in the lathatory here. We're going to try a little different lathering technique. So we'll see what happens today. So we got another good first impressions for you too. We're revisiting a soap artisan as well. So my order for Nomad Theory that I did the video on Kyoto with a sample of, my order came in while I was in New York. So we are going to be rocking the Havana scent from Nomad Theory today. I've also got the matching balm, a little bit of balm. We're going to be hitting that up. First impressions though today. So excited for this one. I have been hearing for a while, there's a little water on it, how good the Atelier Durdan La Faulx is. Of course, I'm probably not going to get it. Probably the best I'm going to get it. So, after I did my first impressions with the Horizon Razor, which is the adjustable version of the AC that they came out with, I had long heard about how good the La Faulx was, and I decided I didn't really want to opt for the Horizon, but I definitely wanted to get one of their AC razors. So, as luck would have it, this popped up on BST in the triple plus plate, so I got a great deal on it. And today we're going to take it for a spin. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get some of the schmutz on and start lathering up with this new technique. It's semi-inspired by Will from Barrister Man. So shout out Will for giving me the inspiration when we met up in New York. Y'all know, like, I basically dream about lathers. I mean, I'll sit here and I'm like a football coach, just drawing up plays, just coming up with all sorts of new techniques, variations, ways to achieve that you can get to hydration station. So, without further ado, the brush. Forgot to mention the brush. Very cool, special brush debuting in the lathatory. That is an antler, deer antler from a buck that my buddy Eric, the Cajun Blade, took. And he does a bunch of videos with his deer antler boar brushes. And I told him, I was like, dude, I got to get me one of those. Like, the upstate New York wilderness outdoorsman in me is craving one of those. He actually made me one and sent it to me while I was in New York. So shout out to the Cajun Blade for that beautiful, beautiful deer antler boar brush with a 24 millimeter Bodhi Borna. So let's get into it, baby. And this Havana scent is absolutely freaking intoxicating. I have my notes on the notes. See what I did there? Notes on the notes that I will get to in just un second. But let's get it going with this lather. I'm excited to do the full-on, like, full tub load. Full experience lather. I mean, I've gotten pretty good at loading samples when I do base tests, but I still just always feel like you get the full impression when I can just load the poop out of the knot in the tub. God, this brush is so cool. I hope that everybody's doing well. Halloween is right around the corner, and it's fall, y'all. Break out all of your warmer scents. Get your pumpkin spice lattes. I'm not a big pumpkin spice guy. I'm from New York. New York is apple country, so the fall for me is apple time. Break out your warm apple cider. Maybe a little hottie toddy. And that's where I'm home. That's where I'll reside. Look at that base just freaking explode. We already know what the base is capable of, so we're not going to push it too much. But you don't know, I got to get to hydration station. And this bore knot is making quick work. We are pretty close to being dialed in. Already. So this new technique, I'm not going to divulge too many details on it just yet. We got top secret trade secrets, all. I can't let my, my enemies have my lather secrets. Because there are lather enemies. There's lather minis. They're more like frenemies. They're not really like enemies, but... Beautiful, beautiful lather. Oh yeah, we got Hershey Kisses going on. Just exploding in that brush. I mean, y'all can see that brush is freaking caked up. Caked up. I'm also toying around with some new lighting in the laboratory. So, y'all let me know what you think. If it's too bright, if it's not warm enough, if we want colder lighting, y'all let me know. Let me know what y'all think. Alright, so we have thoroughly built. And now, let's slicken. It's always so nice to use a bore as a change up. If y'all have not tried a bore yet, they can be a pain to break in. I did kind of figure out a quick little workaround for them. But don't let it dissuade you. It's the juice is worth the squeeze once you finally get into it. All right, I think we're gonna be good at this. After this. And that beautiful Nomad Theory base. Gorgeous. Creamy, dreamy. Tons of lather, even in that 24mm bore. Yeah, we are good to go. Let's get some alum on there, get that slip grip. And then we'll talk about the scent a little bit, and we'll get into the razor too. So, beautiful Atelier Durdan La Faulx triple plus plate. We'll talk about the scent after the razor. I should have said that. Triple plus plate. Again, I have got a Feather Professional in there. Fresh Feather Pro. AC blade in there. Let's go. One swipe. Everybody knows the rules. clear them runways, and let's get at it. Holy F. Havana bloops. In Havana, oh na na. Oh my lord. This thing is living up to the hype. Oh. Whoopsie-daisy. Oh man, that Nomad Theory is so slick. Okay, so the La Faulx actually translates to the scythe. And if you notice, it has a very particular head shape to it. You can see it has that very gradual slash, let me see how to angle this, sharp slope to the front of it, which seems like it would be very interesting at first, but it actually makes it incredibly smooth. Like going here, my neck here was incredibly smooth. It's like normally right here with the with my gobbler, it's a little bit harder to get into them crevices. And I'm going to say that that actually made it easier. Golly. That is just cooking. And the slow-mo bloops. Let's go. Oh yeah, that Nomad Theory. Man, that is... Sorry, I'm just lost in that feedback. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Amazing. Wow. A little blown away at the clamping on this razor. Oh, what's that? Sorry, I'm doing a video. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm a little blown away at the clamping right now. And how freaking smooth this is. So, the plus plate, triple plus plate is their most aggressive plate. And I was a little worried that it'd be too much for daily, which, you know, jury's out. We'll see. And that, at least according to the Horizon, to their website and the Horizon measurements, triple plus plate weight, it's like the equivalent to like the setting 8, like 7.5, 8 on the Horizon, which was, it worked well for me, but it was too much for daily. So that was my biggest concern when I grabbed this, was that I might need to grab another plate. But honestly, with the situation with the tariffs and how difficult it can be to grab these razors from overseas right now, I just kind of scooped it. I couldn't pass up the price. And now I'm kind of trying to find a plus plate. God, that bore knot's amazing. Trying to find a plus plate. So I will say, we'll see if it's too much, but it is incredibly smooth, and I don't usually do well with feathers. So that's how I know it's an incredibly, incredibly smooth razor. And this is the machined finish with machine finish, but the handle, this is the Le Maurice hollow handle, hollow long handle, and the handle itself is actually basic polished. But I'll actually go ahead and I'm going to polish the head of it, and then I'm also going to polish the, look at that freaking Nomad Theory. You want a cheese pull? How about that? Golly. Super slick too. Wow. That Nomad Theory is impressive. I'm going to go ahead and polish it anyway, so I'm going to get it to a mirror finish. Which I'm going to do a future, I kind of touched on it in my Bill's Game Day video. Been really into the DIY stuff lately, and been getting into my polishing. Wow. Holy cow. Y'all hear that? Just absolute crunching through freaking hair. Yeah, I can tell, I can feel that. So the gap on this, the plus is 0.8, but it also has, so it's a fairly big gap for an AC razor, but it also has plus 0.15 blade exposure, which is, that blade's out there, y'all. Man, it's nice because you can use a couple different angles on it though. Dang, I'm not gonna lie, this is probably, I love my Amakuni and I love the clamping on it. This is smoother than my Amakuni, and I think it probably has better blade clamping. And y'all have seen the Amakuni on the channel a couple times, so you know how much I love that razor. I mean, it's literally just, it's just ripping through hair. I didn't do any skin prep either. I literally just splashed my face too. All right, here we go. Before I keep gushing over this razor, let me go over the scent notes real quick. So the scent notes on Havana. Top note of zesty lime. Mid note of rich tobacco leaf. Base notes. Getting lost in it as I'm smelling it. Base notes. Aged rum, cedar, Atlas cedar, and smoky vetiver. And what you get is just this beautiful limey tobacco scent with a little bit of rum. Like, those are the three main things that I get. Are the aged rum is just kind of titillating there all throughout the entire scent, and it kind of gives it this really beautiful, like, boozy grounding nature. The tobacco leaf is almost like almost more like a cured tobacco type of scent. Like, it's not necessarily like a green tobacco, and it's not like one of those sweeter tobacco scents. Like Full Measure Man has that kind of sweet tobacco note. And you can see we did not run out of lather in this boar nut for that third pass. We are still going strong. Let's just paint some more in. God, that base is impressive though. That is a very good base. If y'all haven't checked out Nomad Theory, good stuff. All right. I am very excited for this Against the Grain pass, because that clamping has absolutely shined so far with this razor. Here we go. Oh my goodness. This is probably one of the best shades I've ever gotten with a Feather Professional. Usually my skin doesn't like those blades, and they don't cut as sharp as they are. They don't cut well for me in the other AC razors that I have, and this is, wow, holy shit. Sorry. I know this is a family show for the most part. Wow, I am blown away. Blown away by this razor, I'm not gonna lie. It is still incredibly early. This is just first impressions, but this could be go early. This lives up to the hype. I mean, it's just so freaking smooth. And it's just absolutely destroying hair. Oh my Lord. All right, let's get the other cheek. I mean, it's just destroying anything in its path. I mean, maybe I won't need a plus plate. I mean, there's literally just nothing there. It's just torching this upper lip. God, I need a haircut. Whew. Yeti's getting a little furry. Little furry. Wow. What a shave. Holy cow. Get the mittens on. I like that new technique. I loaded for... I'm not afraid to load for a long time. That's not the thing. But the amount of lather that I got with the amount of hydration on a board was pretty daggum good. All right. Y'all know how it is. I guess it's a little thin. We started getting there. All right, y'all. Back here in a jiff for the recap. 2 seconds and a shake of the dog's tail, huh? All right, folks. We are back for the recap. So, God, what a great shave. We're going to hit it with some of that, get her spun around here, Havana balm as well. And let's see what this is all about. I did take a little squeeze of the balm, and it comes out kind of quick, so let me see. Oh, there we go. I think that's probably going to be a little too much. But let's roll with it. Oh, God, that scent is so good. It's like warm yet light, clean, and refreshing at the same time. Yeah, a little too much of that balm. Oh, man, does it feel good, though. Man, does that feel good. Rich, protective. Get some of that on my bows. Make sure I hit them old man crusty bows. Hit that up, baby. All right. Let's recap this razor real quick. Let's talk about it. Absolutely incredible. Literally blown away by this freaking razor. this is going to be in the den for a very, very long time. Probably the best AC razor that I have used thus far. Absolutely amazing razor. I can tell I can tell by the way my skin feels, probably just a touch too much for daily. And that's just the gap. It's not the exposure for me usually. It's usually the gap. It's like my skin doesn't heal as fast. So you get too much gap, you get more of like a scraping effect, like a lawnmower when there's no grass and you're just running the blade into the dirt. So, man, that freaking balm feels amazing. So, yeah, I mean, all around just incredible shave with that La Faulx. The scythe did its job. Great freaking soap, great scent, great shave, great brush. Amazing. Thank you guys for joining me. Another edition from the Lathering. Beautiful first impressions, incredible razor, incredible scent. Thank you guys for all of your support. Thank you for watching, and thank you for continuing to put up with me. Until we meet again.